Aquí estamos, vamos a continuar con el Final Fantasy. El último día matamos a Bahamut. Aquí tenemos sus habilidades. Uf, esta habilidad me mola, ¿eh? ¿Qué está? O sea, ¿qué estáis? ¿Cómo estáis? ¿Qué habilidades me equipo? Voy a quitarme esto. Vamos a ponernos Bahamut. Estas 3 de daño, 2 de magia. 3 de magia, 1 de daño. Voy a ponerme esta sin duda. Listo, en casa. Ya sabéis, podéis poner exclamación SR y el cantante y la canción que queráis.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard.
No harder than... Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was?
Oh, tenemos la mascotita que necesita
That's what the
descansar.
Norseman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Vaya, tenemos que ir a preguntarle. Encima nos llama Tunante.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. I don't claim to know much. As the old saying. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you?
No me llama la atención ninguna de esas. Vamos a ir a ver al herrero. A ver qué nos trae o qué nos tiene.
Really? This won't take. I just wanted to... Then you might perhaps sharing your thought. Still, I'm never super you.
Hola Ismael, ¿qué tal?
What do I owe the honor? You ever wonder? Fran about us got. Unless that is.
Segundo, chicos. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis llevando el jueves? ¿Todo bien? Tenéis un cofrecito de Stream Loots para reclamar unas cartitas. Ahí tenéis el link. Un sorteito de puntos.
So, will it be?
Uf. ¿Ves? Sabía que tarde o temprano nos iban a dar una buena espada.
Scratches, right?
Claro que me la creo, obvio. Encima la puedo mejorar. No la puedo mejorar.
And
Vale, tenemos que venirnos para aquí, imagino. Está fuera. Espérate. Esto tiene su triquimaneje. Tenemos que venirnos por aquí. Aquí a la derecha. Y ahí arriba está, ¿ves? Se me escucha todo bien, ¿no?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. There's talk of these skies driving
what are you making them skies then?
the low winners what?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm is with
¿Habla un momento?
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estáis? ¿Se me escucha bien? ¿Todo perfecto?
Vale, espérate que por...
A ver, que si no lo compruebo yo en un segundo no pasa nada.
Warm.
Se escucha bien.
¿Se me escucha todo bien? Hola, muy buenas. Vale, sí, se escucha todo perfecto. Vale, vamos a ver qué tenemos en el tablón. Uf. Tenemos bastantes bichos que ir a buscar, ¿eh? Bastantes encargos. Esta vez si fuera de stream me pongo a ello. Ahora vamos a ir hacia la misión principal.
How is it that not that my
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The
Parece que los cristales están saliendo por todo el país o planeta.
Is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
not my best flourish, but
Un castillo de arena.
the reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to should the king...
Vale, nos falta hablar con Arpócrates. ¿Qué nombrecito tiene?
There's a storm coming soon.
Let me guess. You're here about that and better. Well, there. You.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say. Lawsman, she's...
I rather think she might be right. And if it may well from Adam, good. Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. With the darkened, but be that as... I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Coño.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
No sé todo esto para qué vale, la verdad.
You wish to study the tomes?
Pero bueno, ya vendremos a hablar con él. Vamos un poquito hacia la misión, tirando lo principal. A ver si conseguimos avanzar lo máximo posible.
Clive, I need with Jill. The messages from Martha, Isabel and Lubor weren't long.
I'm ready when you are, Clive.
Ayuda a Marta. ¿Dónde está Marta? Aquí no me marca nada. No me digas que Marta es esta. Vivian, de Vivian no me dice nada. Vamos a ver el mapa mundi. Tenemos que ir a diferentes ciudades, por lo visto. Nada, vamos a empezar por esta mismo. Recordad, chicos, chicas, que podéis poner exclamación SR y el cantante y la canción que queráis o la canción que queráis para que suene aquí en el stream.
And what can I do for you? Come back again.
¿Esto qué era?
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Vaya, ¿para qué servirá esto? Vaya, pues parece ser que el juego le pasa igual que a mí, que no tiene ni idea para qué sirve. A ver, mapa. Tenemos que venirnos hacia aquí. Tenemos que girar hacia la derecha e ir por este camino, vale. Pero tenemos que venirnos por aquí. Aquí para adentro. Saludito a todas esas personitas que vais entrando.
I can't do it.
My lord, my lady.
Mi señor, mi señora.
There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Venirnos por aquí. Por ahí está cortado.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have.
Los soldados están cagados perdidos.
What we have left is our lives.
Me da curiosidad de saber con qué se tienen que enfrentar para tener ese tipo de miedo.
Don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Vale, tenemos que descubrir de dónde salen los bichos. Un soldado herido.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Ojo.
My family. They're still in the capital.
It's all right.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you
Criaturas que aparecen de repente.
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
At least we have an
¿De dónde
idea
está
of where the
Joseph?
thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Imagínatelo. ¿Y los habéis dejado atrás? Y os estaban atacando.
It was all they could do to escape.
Saquemos al chocobete.
Come on.
Iremos mucho más rápido. Hostia, también se me ha olvidado mirar las habilidades que nos han dado nuevas de Ifrit, ¿eh? Mira, todo esto está contaminado por el éter, si os fijáis.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Ya, pues la habilidad quita, ¿eh? La habilidad de Bahamut bastante buena, hay que decirlo.
Save your strength. Enough. Nice try.
Vamos a probar otra de las habilidades. Ah, vale, iba a decir, ¿este lanzallamas lo puedo mantener tanto tiempo como quiera o cómo va? Ah, solamente tengo que ir esquivando y se nos va cargando la habilidad. Mira, que está cargada, me la quito y la tiramos. Me gusta bastante la habilidad, ¿eh? Es una habilidad bastante buena para hacer ataques a multitudes. ¡Pumba! Golpecito. Subimos de nivel, muy bien, eso.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The
Qué
garrison
rico está el
will be
café.
ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now,
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. but it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Bueno, misión cumplida. Ahora tenemos que cambiar de zona. Tenemos que ir a ayudar a los de aquí. Estamos haciendo la misión principal, ¿vale? Vale, ahora tenemos que ir para aquí. Estamos yendo a varias ciudades a ayudar a un par de personajes principales de la historia.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
con quién tengo que hablar
They
ahora.
ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing
Ayuda
up the
Marta.
cliffs near the lift.
Marta.
Lads are doing what they can to keep them out. But unlike
¿Pero y a dónde tengo que ir? Vale, tengo que ir hacia aquí. Hostia.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
Hay heridos. Ojo, la de bichos que vienen, ¿no?
Deal with the Akashic first.
Es que quita un montón, esta habilidad. Me parece muy, muy buena. Y carga muy rápido, Vale, solamente tenemos que quedarnos quietos para que el mega fulgor se cargue, ¿vale? Y cuando queremos tirarlo, cancelamos la habilidad y lo tiramos. Parecen muy buenas las habilidades de Bahamut para ataque.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Vale, ya estoy por aquí otra vez de vuelta, perdón. Nos dice que ayudemos a Marta.
It looked like the Guardians were going as quick as they could, but without any... Injured.
Porque me equivoco mucho con esto, vale. Tenemos que ir ahora aquí. Vale. Vamos a mirar a este comerciante, a ver qué tiene. Nada que me llame la... ¿Puedo clicar ahí? No, no me deja pincharle. Me ha puesto el cuello que esto será para algo del final. Algo ahí bajo la tierra que saldrá casi al final del juego y va relacionado con eso. Me apostaría lo que queráis.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ojo, mirad qué pedazo de tortuga.
We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Es grandecilla, ¿eh?
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Que tengo que matarla. No. Me veis quieto, pero lo que estoy cargando es el mega fulgor, ¿vale? El mega fulgor. Solamente lo puedo cargar cuando estamos quietos. No le quito nada. ¡Buah! Madre mía, la paliza que me está metiendo la tortuguita de las narices. Ah, que encima se acercan más enemigos. Bueno. Vamos. La hemos vencido. Hola Gio, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Tomar un cofrecito de String Loots. En un par de semanitas estaremos por aquí subiendo el Phasmophobia y estas cartitas os van a venir muy bien para trolearme. ¿Qué tal todo? ¿Cómo va el día por allí?
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet
Voy por el cofre. ves, tranquilo.
It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Vale. Vamos a ver hacia dónde tenemos que ir. Vale. Ahora tengo que venirme hacia aquí. No hay una forma de ir deprisa. Así que tendremos que ir andando. Aquí os he hecho un sorteito de puntos del canal, chicos y chicas. Preciosas y preciosas. ¡Ey! Guardaros esas cartas. Ahora en el mes de octubre vamos a estar jugando al Phasmophobia. Y esas cartitas van a veniros muy bien para trolearme, hacerme caso. Es un juego de miedo, de fantasmas, y estas cosas de tensión me van a poner... Tensión, nunca mejor dicho. ¿Por dónde tengo que ir? Vale, por aquí. Jaja, quería hacer el test. A ver, una carta de miedo en un juego así de pelea es raro que me dé miedo, ¿vale? Bueno, vamos a hacer limpieza. La habilidad del Fénix también hay que decir que es muy buena. Un chocobo que está infectado, pobrecillo. No, me he equivocado de habilidad. Bueno, estamos cargando el Mega Fulgor. Uno de los mejores ataques que tenemos. De hecho, ahora lo vais a comprobar. Es un destroce lo que hace, Apenas haré las misiones 160 para el supercargador de superviviente. O sea, el de supervivientes. Yo... ¡Uy! Ah, vale, que me lo he cargado. Digo, ¿qué ha pasado? Yo tengo que hacerlo, la verdad, pero me da una pereza.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
No sé si me pondré ahora después un rato o qué. Joder, otra vez voy a cargar el Mega Fulgor. Es una técnica que está muy bien, quita mucho daño, pero me quedo muy expuesto, ¿vale? Solamente puedo esquivar mientras la cargo.
¿Puedes quitar?
Dime.
¿No está un poco callado?
Estaba... ¡Ahora! Me ha cortado la habilidad. Tenía el micro de la Play cerrado.
Vale.
Solamente me podíais escuchar por el stream, Jan. Era para no estar rayándote si estabas haciendo tus cosas.
Pero como de repente eso te...
¡Ey! Sí, de superviviente. Speed de cerdo. ¿Cómo os gusta ese clip, Vamos a matar a este tío rápido.
It's over.
¡Curry, plátano, curry! Qué época, en la que Kira hacía directo.
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Será mejor que volvamos.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well,
Para recordarla.
they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear.
Solo lo que tenéis que hacer es escribirla por Discord, clavarla, escribirla por algún lado. A ver si conseguís hacerla que vuelva, porque yo no lo consigo, Por más que se lo digo, pasa de mí.
Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good...
Hola, Dialga, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
...easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that...
De hecho, tenemos preparaditas cosas para Halloween. Y mira, os muestro así un poquito por encima, ¿vale? A ver si se cambia.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Que cuando estemos con ese overlay, pues estaremos con juegos de miedo. Podréis lanzar las cartitas que os estáis canjeando con los de Stream Loots. Quiero ver si consigo meter más vídeos y más clips de terror o miedo. Me estoy esperando a ver si Kira me ayuda, que los días pasan, pero bueno. Ahí va, sí, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. Espérate, Yanni, si no tengo abierto el programa. Que Yanni dialga. No me acordé de abrirlo, dame un segundo, anda. Que ando con fiebre. Y he hecho stream porque quería estar aquí con vosotros, aún estando malo. Y ya se me ha pasado eso.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking
¡Qué bonito! A la torta. El que es bonito, Dialga.
Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are. I mean to say that they're. It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
Saludito a todas esas personitas que estáis entrando.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once, and I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Vale, ya tenéis lo del Pokémon puesto. Ya que se me había olvidado activarlo, os voy a tirar ahí uno de gratis. Para que podáis capturarlo. Vale. Ahora quiero ir aquí, que no sé lo que es lo que tenemos ahí, pero me apetece ir a averiguarlo. En el camino tengo que tomar el de la izquierda.
And some of your numbers serve to shield.
Anda, que bien te ha venido, Lo deja ahí a huevo para pillarlo.
Ready, go?
Yeah.
Porque tenemos la vida muy tocada, que no nos hemos curado todavía. Esto no es una poción de cura. ¡Oh! ¡Vaya hostia! ¿Pero eso qué cojones, Vale, el fuego no le hace nada. Esto parece un Mook. ¿Que nos ha escapado un Pokémon y nos han entrado aquí en Final Fantasy o qué? Uf.
To me, boy. This one.
Madre mía, que me quemo. ¿Me quiere comer?
Help me, boy. Thanks, boy.
Madre mía, ¿pero qué era eso? Por 20 guilds. Me lleva la paliza de mi vida. Por 20 guilds. ¿De verdad? Esto no está muy bien pagado. Justa, creo que el bot está bug porque me dice que tengo 2 de los 252. Pero yo ya tenía 5 o 6. Dale a exclamación Dex y ahí te lo pondrá. ¿Tienes 7? Tienes 7 y el último que acaba de salir no lo has capturado. Lo ha capturado mi cuenta. Por lo visto. No lo sé, porque como sé que han hecho actualizaciones, no sé cómo está ahora mismo todo eso. Creo que no debería haberme enfrentado a este bicho. Uf. Ay, mi madre, me he salvado creo que de milagro. Y no me ha dado cura. Vamos a tener que utilizar una poción aquí. Ay. Al final me veo muerto. Vale. Ah, eso explica varias cosas. Uy, pues qué raro será. Tal vez porque a lo mejor... Es que hay muchos cambios que han hecho, entonces no sabría indicarte qué es lo que han tocado, qué es lo que no han tocado, cómo lo han configurado. No tengo ni idea. Está activo.
Let's see what's inside.
Uy, esto es nuevo, ¿eh? ¿Quieres probar? Vamos a probar. Vamos a intentarlo. La primera vez que lo voy a intentar aquí con vosotros. Y fuera, o sea, es la primera vez que lo intento. Y esto a lo mejor nos desbloquea habilidades o algo. Ah, no puedo seleccionar qué es lo que quiero hacer. Vaya, pepinazo me acaban de meter ahí. La que me acaba de meter. 2 veces me ha dado. La putada que se me ha acabado. Probaré con el siguiente. Si vuelve a pasar, lo dejo para otro día. Vale, mira a ver, porque es que no sabría decirte la verdad. Pero es raro, ¿eh? El otro es que lo he atrapado yo sin querer. ¿Cómo? ¿Pero es que qué te ha pasado ahora? Perdón. Vale, y es que no has puesto el comando. Por lo cual no ha hecho nada. Vale, estos son los objetivos adicionales que he ido completando. Con los que he ido ganando tiempo. Ojo, se nos abre un portal. ¿Quieres avanzar a la siguiente fase? Vamos. Esto no tengo ni puñetera idea qué es, ¿eh? O sea, estoy perdidísimo. Fase 2. ¡Buah! No tenemos perro, por lo cual Tampoco tenemos ayuda. Qué pedazo de cabrón la hostia que me ha metido ahí. Tengo que llevarme mucho cuidado porque si os dais cuenta la vida que tengo es la que tengo. No tengo más. Ni me puedo curar siquiera. Vale, no, ahora nada, que no estaba mirando y no me dio tiempo. Vale, vale, vale. Uf. ¿Pero qué coño es eso? Madre mía, si me engancha eso me mata. ¿Pero de dónde sale este bicho, por Dios? Vale, fase 2 completada. ¿Quieres abandonar Ordalia? Sí, sí. 2 fases está bien. Para hacer el primer contacto, que no teníamos ni idea de cómo iba. Ah, chicos, recordad que estamos en September. Las suscripciones os cuentan os cuestan el 30% más baratas. Por si queréis aprovechar. Ah, no perdamos tiempo, vamos directo a la misión. A ver, estoy yendo de ojete, me he ido por el camino que no es. Por aquí. ¿Se te escapó esta vez? Vale, la misión es aquí delante. Derrota, o sea, tengo que matar a esto. Bueno, me he activado el mega fulgor otra vez sin darme cuenta, perdón. Sería interesante, pero no tengo dinero. Bueno, no pasa nada, Dialga no es obligatorio. Yo os lo comento para que lo sepáis. Vale, enemigos derrotados. Bueno.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
Ah, hemos venido a matar a esto para darle de comer a un hueso al perrete.
Answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks.
Vaya.
Just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Ya, pero igual me gustaría suscribirme para no ver los anuncios. Bueno, no pasa nada, Dialga. En cualquier otro momento se podrá.
Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
De hecho, vamos a estar bastante más activos. Y ahora que entra octubre vamos a estar con los juegos de miedo.
After it.
Ahí le hemos dado una golosina al perrete. Vale, aquí ya hemos hecho la misión. Nos queda ayudar a Ludor. Que Ludor está aquí en esta ciudad. ¿Podemos subirnos alguna habilidad a todo esto? ¡Ey! ¡Qué susto me ha pegado con el spider cerdo! No me llega para subir las habilidades. Pero sí me llega para subir esta. Y ahora mismo, como me mola la de Bahamut, la quiero ir subiendo. Completa al. Y ganó. ¡Vamos!
Should I be worried?
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and
Hostia, nos robaron las provisiones, dice.
The desert's a big place. You'll get but the as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this point,
perhaps
what?
Vale, hemos priorizado la misión. Ahora a quién le tenemos que ir a partir la boca. Que no estaría mal.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happened? We're back.
And come.
Vale, hay unos bandidos. Uy, qué raro se ve mi armadura así blanca, ¿no?
What's he doing here?
Sid,
I was about to
Costness, the bride, I was...
Where's that?
Que sí, vamos. Indícame dónde tengo que ir a pelear. Uf, qué ganas tengo de irme a dormir durante 12 horas o más. 4 días contando, voy durmiendo entre 1 y 3 horas por viciarme a un juego de Roblox. Madre mía. Ya saber que te estás viciando. ¿Y los estudios qué? ¿Cómo van esos estudios?
You see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with
¿Y la
good reason by
novia?
the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
¿Qué haría Cid el infame?
Well, if it were my namesake. He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that while it's don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Ojo, que lo has atrapado.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Ahora tenemos que ir a ayudar a dos personas aquí.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is.
No, you cry.
Well,
I can't believe that actually worked.
Ahora nos falta ir a convencer a la otra persona.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, Natalie.
Lord Underhill.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital.
Lubor. All right. If it will help to protect my home. But you needn't have got.
Qué fácil ha sido mentirlos para convencerlos, ¿no?
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was not. She's right.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Habla con Víctor.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with
Aquí
you.
mucho hablar y poco pelear en esta ciudad, ¿eh?
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good, both with I'm very. The rest, my
Hostia,
friend, the city
cachavo textaco, cabrón.
together.
Los estudios normales, nunca más. El ciclo medio tuve el problema de que me iban a mandar un correo para confirmar un día al azar durante el verano, pero eso me lo contó un colega hace 15 días. Y pues o me busco chamba, trabajo, o busco hacer un curso online hasta el próximo año para entrar en un curso medio. Y la novia bien, no he quedado mucho estos días con el vicio, pero hemos quedado para ir al cine el domingo después del mediodía. Que vamos a ir a comer por ahí, perdón por tanto texto. Creo que me pasé XD, jajaja. Hombre, un poco de texto ha sido, la verdad. No sabía si me estabas escribiendo un texto o una Biblia. ¿Qué quieren? ¿Pelea?
I'll take that one.
Vamos a tirarle ahí un rayo. La mitad se han ido ya a freír espárragos.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Me ha metido un golpe de verdad. Vamos a romper la guardia ese sin dudarlo. No. Siempre me equivoco, tío, con este y me estoy poniendo todo el rato la habilidad especial. Pero bueno, que van a morir de una hostia. Estoy cargando el mega fulgor. Mega fulgor cargado. Nada, y con ese ataque todos muertos. Y es que... Ojo, que viene más gente. ¡Mierda! ¡Chavo, hostia! A ver, por cierto, Chusta, ¿viste que se rompió el internet por el llenazo de la muerte de Sandro Goyo? No, ni idea. Se rompió el internet por el guionazo de la muerte de Satoru Goyo. No tengo ni idea de qué me estás hablando ahora mismo, Dialga. ¿Dónde va? Granuja. Vale, solo he leído, pero no sé nada de eso, Dialga. De hecho, me acabo de entrar ahora mismo, no sé de qué va. Ni qué pasó.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Y vamos a volver a la ciudad a ver qué ha pasado. Hay un manga que se llama Jujutsu Kaisen. Pues el personaje favorito por palita de los fans, que según palabras y actos es el más fuerte, que lo mataron así sin explicar casi nada. Lo de Jujutsu Kaisen quería empezar a verlo, pero no lo empecé a ver, la verdad.
I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
No, y si no me acuesto demasiado tarde, le echaré un ojillo, un par de capítulos, así me voy poniendo poco a poco al día.
Pity. The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Misión cumplida, vamos.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Vale, tenemos que regresar a la guarida. Ahora son las 8:05. Uy, pues te voy a mandar un mensaje para comentarte cómo verlo cronológicamente, porque hay que ver unos capítulos de la segunda temporada, luego la peli y luego la primera temporada. Es un poco XD. Nah, yo me lo veo todo de tirón, tú tranquilo. Yo me veo la primera temporada, me veo la segunda temporada y luego si me apetece veo la película. Y por eso no te preocupes. Mi cabeza es suficientemente buena para hilar las cosas, aunque vayan desordenadas.
How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment? Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in.
Right.
Clark, now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your
¿Apagó la
brother's
tablet?
Thank you, Otto.
Vamos a echar ahí un cofrecito de Stream Roots, para quien no lo haya reclamado aún.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Porque se empiezan a revelar ya cosas importantes de la serie, bueno, del juego, ¿eh?
I'm afraid. Despite my best
Es bastante cliché que los primeros 6 capítulos de la segunda temporada sea lo primero, la verdad. A ver, suele pasar para hilar un poco la historia.
But another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
Una pregunta para la que no tengo respuesta.
I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You are special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav!
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Está muriendo el hermano de Clay por contener a Artema. Esto... un dolor, ¿eh?
What's the short of it?
I told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you.
Nuevas cartas para leer en el camarote.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. It's not. We've lost some. Come to claim your just desserts?
Un mundo libre.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Vale, a ver, ¿dónde tenemos que ir? No podemos ir a ninguna otra ciudad porque nos obliga a ir directamente solo aquí. Ay, Chusta, ¿viste que van a volver a pausar Blitz después del capítulo del 30 de septiembre? No, ni idea. Ni idea. ¿Y eso qué ha pasado? ¿Que lo van a pausar?
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Kandor was attacked, she would already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
No, tira la habilidad, ya me vale. Hay algo aquí delante, ¿no?
It's over. Now, Código.
No está mal, me molaría que me dejaran manejar un poco al Fénix. no sé, solo vi que van a volver a hacer lo mismo que hicieron hace 6 meses, de pausarlo aproximadamente otros 6 meses. Ah, pues no sabía nada. Hola, Vin, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal todo por ahí? Saludito a todas las personitas que estáis entrando.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Vale, por aquí. Los bichos no sé ni de dónde salen. Bien, estaba en Genshin, pero me fui al Valo un rato porque tengo que subir su pase. Ah. Cómo os gusta el Valo, A mí es que es un juego que no me termina de llamar la atención. Prefiero darle al Warframe, me engancha mucho más. Que se ha sacrificado, cabrón. Menos mal que lo esquivaba porque me hubiera hecho mucho daño, el ataque ese. Hola, Akira, perdida. ¿Qué tal?
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
No le da. Hoy estuvo por aquí Gio preguntando por ti, Kira, que a ver cuándo volvías a hacer directos, que le apetecía verte. Echa de menos esos tiempos. Bien, gracias, Gio es majo. ¿What? ¿Cómo es posible que me hayas contestado antes de hablar? Antes de contarlo ya me has contestado, es raro. Ojo, está el tío herido. Muy herido.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood.
Una acumulación de éter más adelante.
It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them.
Se convirtieron en acásicos.
There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go.
Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Ha muerto.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Joder, me equivoco todo el rato de botón y no paro de activar la definitiva de Bahamut. Y me lleva tiempo porque me tengo que quedar quieto para que cargue la barra de la izquierda. A meter esta definitiva así. Pues casi lo captura haciéndole -2 de daño. Vaya. Estuviste a puntito.
Please, I can't move my leg. That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Pero aquí tenemos un cofrecito, vamos a pillarlo. No veo ningún cofre más por aquí, así a simple vista. Lo que sí que he escuchado es a alguien hablar, pero no veo a nadie. No hay nadie en las tiendas de campaña. Vamos a ir hacia la misión y ya está. Vamos matando un poquito porque necesitamos subir de niveles. Tenemos muy poquitos niveles para estar lo avanzado que estamos en el juego, ¿eh? Nivel 36. Voy un poquito muy ajustado para matar a los jefes que me van saliendo.
Pues mata, hombre, mata.
Where now, Joshua?
Achechínalos
There
a
is a
todos.
residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Creo que ha entrado aquí a grupo, pero no. Le he escuchado un susurro por ahí al fondo.
Sí, estoy aquí. Hola.
Hola.
Achechínalos, achechínalos.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor.
Señor Marqués,
I am
es todo un honor.
Yente, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei.
Bueno, sin su espada, pues si lleva una daga, no lleva una espada.
I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva? Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
¿Barnabas Tharm? No sé ni quién es. Alguien nuevo.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Creo que están atacando la ciudad.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Bueno. La espada está guapísima.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound,
and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Este es Artema, seguro.
Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Los ha cargado todos de un espadazo, madre mía. No ha dejado ni uno, ¿eh?
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Enseñarles el tapiz. Seguro que ya está por ahí Kira haciendo ganchillo para hacer el tapiz.
No.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now
Bueno, aún no.
here.
La verdad es que lo
What
tengo
is
aquí
it?
delante, pero no lo toqué aún.
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima.
Ese icon sea Artema.
Or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tu isag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
Hey!
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Justy, te di un susto.
No, susto no, solo que lo escuché y dije, ¿qué?
Tonto, dime que sí, que me hace ilusión, hombre. Oh. Ya no dejan tener aún ilusiones por nada.
¡Ay! ¡Me asusté!
Vale.
My
Qué
lady.
mala fui.
We are in your debt,
Fijaos.
Yote.
Quedan pocos días para que llegue octubre y aún no hemos mirado los vídeos que hay que cambiar y demás para Halloween. Creo que me asusté yo más que Chusta. ¡Ojo! Ha salido un Venonat Shiny. Eso es bastante raro que
Let's
salga.
find our friends.
Yo creo que ese tapiz es la unión de todos los icons en uno solo. Era esa intuición.
Plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
A ver, ¿a dónde tenemos que ir? Estamos bien, estamos en la ciudad. Pero debemos desplazarnos hasta... Aquí tenemos una misión. Y la principal está hacia aquí abajo. ¡Vamos! ¿Que la has atrapado?
Ay, no. No se cayó.
Ojo, que la ha atrapado.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
No esperaba nada y salí con un shiny. Así sí da gusto.
Yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Nos cortó la música hace un montón.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the dark we serve.
Ay, perdón.
Both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
¿26% solo? Poquito, poquito, ¿eh? Pues hay en Chocobo, queremos más deprisa. Bueno, de todo lo que hay aquí. ¿Qué pasa de orcos, no? Vamos a hacerle una bienvenida. Pobrecillos, los hemos reventado todos en un plis. Seguro que aquí arriba hay un cofre. Pues no. ¡Ey! Un 2% de alga, no tiene fuerza Saya.
Es toda fuerza de gato.
¡Ey! Me ha quitado vida y todo ese ataque, no sabía qué era. Vale, tenemos que continuar por aquí. Hoy no soy ni zombie, ni gato, ni Sailor, ni Moon, ni Saiyan.
No eres nada hoy, ¿no?
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Prueba con exclamación Vegeta. De hecho, no está puesto en el título. Es raro, que no tenga puesto el comando. Eres un 88% Kakaroto y un 92% de Vegeta. O sea, eres más Vegeta que Goku,
We should hurry.
Tengo un gato loco. Eres un gato loco, bebé. Uy.
Tenemos que venirnos aquí. Aunque ya estamos en esta ubicación, no entiendo. Hostia, han destrozado la ciudad.
No.
Sounds like thunder.
Vete. No me enfades, ¿eh? Voy a empezar.
¡Ole! ¡Cribia la colección! Ni tan mal.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Perdón.
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you! I never thought I'd see the day.
Mucho bostezas.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship? The mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, They'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
Ojito.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble.
Lo próximo será irnos en el barco que hemos estado construyendo.
Keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful.
Ay, yo voy a ir solo por el otro lado, matándolo todo lo que hay que matar. Vale. Se nota que me sobran las pelotas, ¿no? Humo y sangre. Pues, chicos, ¿qué os digo? ¿Qué os digo? ¿Qué os digo? Que lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí.
¿Por qué?